Hi, this is Lori from the Pink Girly channel, and I'm here with June's hashtag Same Sex Wednesday event. And this month, we get to work with items we received from our host, Tanya McGuire. You need to check out her channel, also called Tanya McGuire. Many of you know the routine and what is happening here with our Same Sex Wednesday event. But for those of you that might be new, we are six ladies who have sent each other the same six items, and then we create a project with those six items. The requirement is to use at least three, and we can add additional things. I decided to work in a journal book. In hindsight, I think I would in the future pick something maybe a little smaller. My pages are 8 by 10, so it's a lot of space to fill up, but it's been fun. And next month, you get to see a walkthrough of all of our projects and see what we've done from January to now June. So let me get started here. Tanya has sent this Napa little tag in her package. These really cute bronze colored metal flowers. Look at these. How adorable. Oh, look at those. How cute are those, huh? Yeah, they'll be fun to use. Okay, I don't want to lose these little bits, so let me just pop them right there in that little lid. See if I can not lose sight of those. So we've got our tag, we've got the little flowers. These are some really nice, cool feathers. Look at these. How cool are they, huh? All right. Oh, look. They're iridescent there. Oh my. Lovely. Okay. I've looked ahead a little bit. Now this is mine, but I put this in here. Okay, Tanya sent us this little I guess it's a attendance card, a piece of wallpaper, and this really cool piece of, I'm assuming, eco-dyed leaf print paper. Look at that. How cool are they? So as soon as I saw this, the first thing that popped into my head were eyes. I love eyes. I love to draw eyes. I love to color eyes. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to put some eyes in this page and have them, looking at me? So that's the direction I'm going in. So first thing I want to do is cut down my piece of paper from Tanya. Let's see if I can do this with my small cutter. And she had it folded, so let me see if I can cut this folded. Just going to trim a little bit off. Guess I'm going to have to go this way. I don't want to get out my big cutter, because I'm going to glue down this entire piece of goodness. And I need to measure 8 by 10. So I need an inch off, all right. And this is, I still need a ½ inch off that way. Okay. So let's do a ½ inch this way. I'm not too, oh yeah, there it is. I'm not too good with measurements. And then what did I say? I wanted an inch. So let's do another ½ inch this way. I don't want to come up too short, so I'm just going to do that. See where I am. All right, so if I do that, about a little bit. Okay, I think that's going to work for me. Now, I'd like to think that glue stick would hold that down, but I'm not certain that it will. I've got my little protective sheet underneath my page. Actually, I've got it 2 pages. Let's scoot that up a little bit. And oh, I just love this. Now I'm trying to decide if I want this. Maybe I want that up there in that corner. Okay. Not sure how much I have left on this glue stick. Let's see. Let's give it a go. Oh my, it's really cool on this side as well. But I really like that dark side. I'm thinking woodland, woodsy, foresty kind of look. And it might end up a little brighter than that, but we'll see. So I'm just going to glue this down on my page. Oh, it's just so yummy. Good job, Tanya. And it feels real soft. Like sometimes when I do this kind of thing, it feels kind of crunchy, which isn't a bad thing, but this is really nice to touch. Okay. Now I'm wondering about this open space here. I did some eco dyeing myself, and this is one of my imprints, but I thought I'd just have that handy in case I need to fill in somewhere. So I took the what do they call it? A time card, and I painted on the back side just some flesh color, and then I drew a couple of eyes to start with, and then I have an eye stamp that I want to use. But these I think are a little too bright for what I want. So before I glue them on there, I'm going to take a little bit of my, I'm not sure how this is going to work. It's acrylic paint. I'm going to take a little bit of my, let's just do a test up here. Oh, that might not be too bad. I'm going to grunge it up a little bit. Knock back some of that brightness. All right. That's what I'm thinking I want to do. And then I'm just going to tear these. So I just kind of have the eyeball part. Because I want one of these kind of looking up and the other one looking down. Now I didn't draw this during the video because it just takes a little too long to do something like that. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to ink my edges. I'm going to nestle that one in there. Maybe take a little bit more off of the top here. And then I want to do the same with this one, but looking down from the top. Now the eye stamp that I'm going to use, or I think I'm going to use at this point anyway, is a Jane Davenport. And she's got, I think, maybe 6 in the tin. Thinking that might be what I want. I'm using the Vintage Photo again, made by Ranger. the Distress ink. Now what I'm thinking is I'm going to use some of these stamps to stamp some additional eyes. Let's see. Yeah, there's 6 of them around the page. I kind of want them peeking out different spots. And I want them to be fairly dark. So let me see. This is a new, this one's fairly new, so that should be somewhat juicy. Let's see if I can get this to, all right. So I'm just going to randomly pick different sets of eyes. Oh, that's nice and juicy. And I think I want a pair over here. Cool. And I want to use all the different ones that I can. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay, I'm going to put a pair right here. Sweet. And this pair. I was trying to think of a clever name or something that I could put on the page, like Woodsy Women or Whimsical Waifs. I don't know. I couldn't come up with anything I thought really worked well. What I should, oh, that looks cool there because it looks like her hair. Oh, I like that. I like the way I placed that one. I should have thought about that a little more. All right, now we have one where her eyes are closed. I used this on another project, and after I got it finished, realized I had the stamp upside down. So maybe I'll put this one up here. I think I should have gotten out a couple of leaf stamps. I mean, to me, you can never have too many eyes. I'm going to hide her kind of in here. I can always add, but I've got one more set. So let me just see. Maybe that way on an angle. Unless I already did her. I think I've already done her. All right. So in case you're interested, I don't even really know what this is called, but this is a Jane Davenport. See, they don't have any labels on it. So, but it's easy to find. If you Google Jane Davenport eye stamp, certainly that would come up. Now let me just see if I have any leaves just sitting around here, which it doesn't look like I do. And I don't want to take the time to dig out. So I might take just a portion of my, I just want to lay this out a little bit. Oh, I don't want to tear that. Another pair of leaves. Now the leaves that I imprinted were different looking of course, than Tanya's beautiful. I don't know if they're maple leaves, but these two little leaves here kind of had the same kind of look. That little pointy. So maybe if I add that might look cool there. I can move this guy down a little. And then maybe this one over here. All right, so that's what I'm thinking there. Gosh, time goes so quick. All right, so I want to ink these edges. And I can trim these off my page after I get them placed and just glue them down where I want. Now I decided I wanted to use embossing powder. I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or a bad idea. So I have these ready. I'm going to put these aside, and I'm going to take these eyes and put them aside for a second. And maybe what I want to do is move my book for a moment and work with these and my embossing powders. I don't want to emboss the leaves. I want to emboss these eyes. Get rid of my little... I don't think I'm going to use the wallpaper. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm only required to use 3 items. I'm going to use clear embossing powder. Pardon my reach. That's my black. Oh, here, I did have it out. So I have my clear embossing powder. And what I want to do is just brighten up this eye area so it kind of like almost looks like it glows. This may not work. I have this embossing pen. So I'm just going to color in this area right here. See if I can get the powder to stick. Now a couple, I had an older pen and a newer pen. This might be the older one. Let's see if I can, oh yeah, there's some juice coming out. The thing that's nice about the embossing pens is that you can put it where you want it. So you don't have to emboss your entire stamped area or image. We'll see how it looks. Now generally I shake that off onto another piece of paper. And then I usually try to very carefully just brush away what I don't want. Like there's some on the eyelashes, and some here. But you have to be careful because it's just loosely sitting on that area. I've taken off my whole image. I'm fairly new to embossing, so I'm not an expert by any stretch. Now, I'm not going to worry, I don't think, about those eyelashes, because I think if I fuss with those, I might be sorry. Let's just see. Brush some of that off. All right, we'll see how that goes. So, and this powder does tend to get, if you haven't used any, this is really fine. There might be some thicker stuff. Mine is very fine, and it really can get everywhere. Almost like when you're doing drywall And that drywall sand gets everywhere. All right, I'm going to heat up my gun. See what we have here. Not too bad. It's kind of what I want. I could have colored and covered that area better with the inking solution. That's kind of the way I wanted it to look. I don't know if you can tell. It just looks real glossy right on the iris of the eye. Now the tricky part is going to be doing that in my book with the other eyes. And I need to color those in. I want those to be different colors. So let's see. Get back to my page. I need to decide what colors. And what I didn't think about, I don't want to use alcohol ink because I don't really want that to bleed through to my other side. So I'm just going to go with paint because it's right here and it's handy. So I'm just going to use some acrylic paint. I'm not going to put as much detail in these as I did with the bigger eyes. So I don't think I'm gonna, well, you never know with me. Once I see what it looks like, I might decide to come back in here and put a little contrasting color on the eyes. So we've got a pair of green. I've got the blue, I've got purple. I kind of wanted them all different. Oh, I need a pair of brown, I think. So let's do, these are cinnamon. Let's do a pair of cinnamon anyway. Now the tricky part is going to be once I get the eyes painted in the way I want, and get that embossing fluid on there and the powder. I don't know. Might be hard to shake the powder off the page, but we're gonna try. All right, so I have brown, I have green. I'm really loving that green. Oh, I'm such a green face. I love, love, love green. Let me try another shade of green. This one's aloe. This is a more muted green, like a almost like a sagey color. Let's put that down here. Now your acrylic paint, of course, dries fairly quickly. I was thinking yellow, but maybe yellow might be a little too crazy. Maybe I need another pair of blue. Let's try this blue. This is ocean blue. Let's do that down here. Let's do that on the bottom. And then I think I'm going to knock back this color also. With my stamp. But I think I don't want to do that until after I get them embossed. Because I really want them to kind of pop out and almost look a little eerie. Let's see. Let's do another purple. This is a different. These are really nice stamps. I was able to find them at a Tuesday morning. I love going into Tuesday morning. You never know what you're going to find. So it's like a surprise. See what kind of goodie you might fall into. All right, I have one set of eyes left. Maybe we'll do a, let's do a turquoise Bahama blue kind of look. Now, let's see. Oh, she has two eyes, Laura. Let's get that other eye. I really want to come back in with a contrast, but that just takes so much time. But if I don't do it now, I'm not going to be able to get it done because I want to emboss all these. And it's like pulling out additional colors. And I don't know if I have my very small let's see how it goes. Oh, there it is. I do have it. I do have it. So I'm just going to float a little bit of color here on this first green one. We'll see. I think they're good the way they are. I don't think I need to fuss with that. But I am going to put some white in the eyes because I really want them to be bright and pop out from the darkness of the leaves. So right about now you're thinking, man, this chick's really crazy. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. I love the details of different projects. Doing the base work and all that's, enjoyable for me. I like it, okay, but doing the detail parts, that really is what keeps me coming back. Now, I don't want to rush this too much. Maybe I should go with my liner brush. Sorry, I have a hard time talking when I'm painting little areas. It's funny, as soon as I saw this imprinted paper, this is the first thing that popped into my head. Or a bunch of eyeballs on the page. And drawing all these eyes would really be fun, but that would just take really, really forever. Now I'm also going to paint in the black pupil. Ooh, I almost just painted over my purple, guys. Woo! Dodged a bullet there. It's hard to see on this one. And if I don't get everything done today, because I'm already at a half hour, I can come back and finish up, and then you can see what I did on the walkthrough. Got a little bit of white on the pupil there. I love my liner brush. It takes some getting used to, but if you practice, I mean, I would sit for hours watching TV and have a palette sitting next to me, a couple different brushes, and believe me, I still could use practice. But even if you don't get the strokes down right, you know, like some of you might be familiar with Donna Dewberry and her different strokes, her one-stroke technique. Like, I still can't do the roses very well, but aside from learning the strokes, you get used to the different brushes and what you can and can't do and how much pressure to use. So you have control of your brush. It's all very helpful. Now I need some black. Oh, and I'm going to still need my white because I want to put my highlighter in. Now you could do this with the permanent pens too and color them in if you don't have the paints or you don't feel like you want to mess around with the paintbrush. But my Sharpie markers, I think, are in the other room. I should make myself a checklist. Make sure I have everything gathered. Now, after I do the embossing, probably after I'm done the video, I might come back and deepen. I'll just see how it looks. I might come back and deepen all the eye lines with a marker. Because they're not really black. And they might look a little better if I deepen them up. I'll just see. I'm just loving these leaf imprints. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. All right, so far, really, I've only just used the leaves. But I do have plans for a couple of the other items, so I'll be okay. I'm thankful that this acrylic paint dries fairly quickly. Now, sometimes for the eyes and the highlights, I use a dotter. I'm not going to use a dotter today because I don't want a big puddle of paint because I want it to dry quickly. So I'm going to use my brush again. And just add a little highlight to some of these gals. Now what I don't know is I guess you can use some kind of ink fluid that you could paint on with a brush as well. That would be interesting to find out. All right, I have created a significant mess in my area. Oh, I forgot the girl at the bottom. You guys are probably screaming at me, the girl at the bottom, the girl at the bottom. Of course, I'm so sorry, young lady. I got too much water on that one. All right, just a little hit with the heat gun, just to make sure. And I'm going to take my clear marker and let's start here. Kind of just dabbing that in. So it stays moist. You could do different embossing colors too, I guess, if you really wanted to fuss around. Depending on how big of an area you're working with, you may not want to fuss around with different colors. Just remember, you want to use one color at a time and then shake it off. Otherwise, you'll have a multi-color embossing powder. One more. I don't want to rub these too much because my pen, I think, is not real juicy. I don't want to scratch off any paint. I don't know if that would, but all right. Now I'm going to just gently lift my book and hopefully not put my finger on an eyeball. I was close. Close. Just gonna move this off to the side. Now see, I've got some on the eyebrow there. Get a little duster brush. Don't want the eyebrows. And I didn't put anything on the eyebrows, so I'm not sure why it's kind of sticking. But you'll be able to tell. It just looks all powdery. All right. Let's go with that. Heating up my gun. Let's see. I'm going to bring the camera down just a little until you can see what I'm doing. And see where I missed my camera there. Cool. I don't know if let me lift it up and see if you can get a better look. Oh, maybe my mailman's here. I apologize for my dogs. Okay. I think that dries fairly quickly. So let's cap up my jar here for now. Now I'm going to use my glue stick to attach my two other eyes. I'm going to put that one here. And this one, I want to nestle down here. I can add some additional glue. I don't know. I just don't have too much luck with that, with the glue stick. Other ladies just, it seems like it works very well for them. Now I'm just wondering if I need, I'm going to go ahead and stick this one on. And I'm going to put this one up here. All right, I'm liking it so far. Now, Tanya also sent these wonderful feathers. And I'm going to see if I can get these unhoused. Ooh. Look at these under here. They're just, oh my gosh, they're just beautiful. I don't want to snip them right away. I want to see if I can get them where I can see their little stem. I wonder what that is called, the part that's like cartilage. Maybe it is cartilage. She's got some painter's tape or something here to protect the ends. Wonder if I can sneak in this way. I don't really want the black tape. Oh man, they're really in there tight. Oh, there's another little guy. Wonder if I can wiggle some of them out. Oh, that might be enough. Now my idea is to then start adding feathers around these eyes. There's some of these littler, oh, look at this little guy. Now, of course, if you're working with a glue gun, you want to make sure you're very careful. Don't burn your finger. Sometimes I just use the nose of the gun to tap down. So the feathers I'm kind of using like their hair. Now I was thinking about knocking back those eyes, but I kind of like them brighter. And it's okay that some of them are hidden maybe behind the feathers. This guy, I think I'm going to trim a little bit. Oh, look at that cool one. I'm going to put some going up this way. And it's okay if I cover these up because I just wanted to have the base there in case, you know, not knowing what I was going to put where. You kind of just are layering no matter what you're using. But that's the idea of collage, right? Mixed media. You layer. I'm going to have to come back with a pair of tweezers and get these little glue strings that are everywhere. Let's see, this is a light one. Oh yes, let's get this one in somewhere. Now I think I'm going to add some feathers maybe around here. I'm not sure that I'll add them anywhere else because I think she needs something, or a piece of leaf or something. I need something up here for her. But then I'm going to take these wonderful metal pieces and add this. Yeah, I'm going to add this one here. And a bit of big blob of glue. Give that a minute to set. So this pretty much concludes what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to add these little other flowers over here. I might come back and put some kind of little jewel in the center of these. But I want to say thank you for joining us for our hashtag Same Six Wednesday series. This is our second to the last installment, June. Don't forget to watch for us in July as we then show you the projects that we have finished January to June. I want to thank our host, Tanya. These are the items that Tanya sent for us to work with this month. And so she sent the feathers, the metal pieces. She sent this little tag, and then she sent, I used the back of the timestamp card, and of course the lovely background I used with the imprinted leaves, and then a piece of wallpaper. So the items I used were the imprinted paper, the feathers, number 2, number 3, the flowers, and I guess I used 3 of the 4, right? And the card, the time. So I used 4 of the 6 items. Hey, this was fun. I love this page. I hope you like it too. We'll see you next month as we then walk you through our projects and show you what we were able to create. Thanks for joining us. Take care. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.